The Chesapeake Bay is the largest estuary in the entire United States and is home to over 3,600 different species of plants and animals. Its contribution to Maryland's economy and beauty cannot be overstated. And the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's Clagett Farm does what it can to ensure farmland and the bay thrive harmoniously.
We are standing on 283 acres of some of the last agricultural property in central Prince George's County, Maryland. And we were founded on the idea that healthy soils will really help clean the Chesapeake Bay. Using sound agricultural practices, we can help feed our communities, we can provide food to food insecure areas, and really we can connect with the human health aspects of clean water, clean air, and clean soil that hopefully we can preserve for future generations.
David Tana and his team know it's going to take more than one farm to save the bay. But through training, education, and connecting farmers to grants to switch over to regenerative agriculture techniques, they believe they can make a difference.
It's really about moving a needle for us. We don't expect change to happen overnight. We acknowledge and appreciate all the work that farmers across the state of Maryland are doing, and we want to be able to help them on their journey into these practices. And we also want to be able to help consumers understand what their choices are and how those choices also impact water quality, their health, and the health of the planet in general.
To improve soil health, Clagett Farm dedicates almost 175 acres to permanent pasture for their grass-fed livestock.
That's land that's on hilly terrain. It would not be good to go crops in, even disturbing that soil a little bit. We're going to see sediment runoff. We're going to lose nutrients from that topsoil. That's not good for water quality, but that's not also good for a farmer because they're literally watching the dollars that they've spent building their soil health or putting fertilizers on it go down the drain.
Livestock coordinator Alex Outen rotates the red Devon herd every 2 days, with each paddock getting at least 30 days of rest time before the cows return.
So we're kind of just getting back to how they were grazing when they were bison out in the west. So they're always getting fresh grass. The grass and the soil gets a nice rest to regrow and rebuild before they come back to it. And then they drop their manure and their pee on it and regrow and add more nutrients to it. It keeps our nutrients on the ground, in the grass, and it keeps it out of the bay. So you can see the before and after of what they've grazed and what they haven't grazed yet, and how much diversity is in here. So we got lots of clover and fescue, and depending on time of year, they need different things, and they'll know it. So we just give them a little bit of everything, and they figure it all out themselves.
Clagett Farm also runs a 250-member produce CSA and donates 30% of their harvest to local food banks. Today is planting day, but for vegetable grower Jared Plans, the work began well before the crops hit the field.
It starts all the way in January, where the team of us are starting to seed our onions and our shallots, our leeks, things like that. And then we start moving in and we're hand seeding a lot of these into trays. And we're taking care of these. I'm checking on the greenhouse 2 to 3 times a day, every single day. I can't take a single day off on that, or there's a chance that your plants will die. Taking care of them one step at a time, ensuring that they have the best possible start, so that way when they head out into the field, they're really nice, good, healthy stock.
Yeah, looks good.
But veggies are only as healthy as the soil they're planted in. When fields aren't being used, they're planted with cover crops. This winter variety is made up of rye, clover, and hairy vetch.
There's a couple purposes of this winter cover crop for me. One is to hold my soil in place over the winter. I want to make sure that, big rainstorms, things like that, don't wash any of my soil away from me. But also, a crop like this, hairy vetch, does a really wonderful job of fixing nitrogen. What that means is there's these little nodules right on the base of the roots, and these nodules get filled with this nitrogen-fixing bacteria. And that bacteria, when released into the soil, helps produce a huge, flurry of nitrogen that's available to the plants. And what's really wonderful about this form of nitrogen is it's available in a way that it doesn't wash away on big rainstorms, things like that. So it's right here for my plants when we're ready for it.
It's good for the soil and even better for the bay. But for Jared and the rest of the team, it goes even deeper than that.
When I think about why the soil is so important to me, one of the things that I always think about is, my 4-year-old son. And I think that just providing enough food for us right now is not good enough. What I've learned from every grape farmer that I've met is that we can all do a little bit better. We're all trying to strive to be a little bit better each year. And the question is, what is stopping us from being able to provide healthier soil for the future generations?
Thanks for watching Maryland Farm and Harvest. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. To learn more about our show and watch full episodes, check out mpt.org/farm or just click the link in the description.